Everybody, I'm going to show you how to put a NAND back onto a Wii motherboard. As you can see, I already have it removed. I am taking my solder braid here. As you can see, there is still some leftover ridges from where the NAND was before. Just going to take my solder wick, heat it up, and just kind of drag it across. That's nice and flat and nice and clean. Doesn't hurt to keep the wick trimmed up. Go over it one more time. Because we want it all nice and clean. We need a nice surface to work with. Okay, and we'll go to the other side. So you can see that solder just kind of sucks right up into that step. I'm going to trim it off again. Go back over it. You just want to make sure we have a nice clean surface. Alright. I'm going to take some of my no clean flux. Just kind of dab some on there. Going for my NAND here. As you can see, there's the NAND. And part of the trick here is getting the NAND actually lined back up. For that, I found that it's somewhat controllable if you use a small X-Acto knife or something along those forms. You want to make sure that you see plenty of trace on both sides of the NAND. That's where our solder is going to be. Kind of touchy. I'll probably edit part of this out. It's just going to take a minute or two to get this lined up. Okay, I think I have it lined up. Or the hard part of this whole process is getting it nailed down. And for that, I learned that you take a little bit of hot glue. Move my magnifying glass here. Just give it a drop on both sides. Don't worry, this comes off real easy after it cools. Okay. We'll just let that cool for a minute or two. Well, probably not that long. Make sure it's still lined up. It still looks good. While we're waiting on that to cool, my soldering pencil. Notice the fine tip. That's the trick. Nice fine tip. I'm going to take just a wet rag, clean up the tip real good. I don't want any solder on it. I'm taking my solder and I am using 0.010 diameter solder. You can see pretty small stuff, almost like hair. Now I'm just going to touch the tip of the gun or the pencil. I don't want much solder on there at all. Okay, then with quick motion, I am just going to go down through the pins, looking for bridges as I go. You get a bridge, stop, and clean it up. Add a little more solder, just like I was brushing here. And you can tell when you got solder. Sorry guys, important step I forgot here. Need a little solder on top. There we go. That'll make it stick better. Kinda got a little too much here. Kinda smear it around, let it evaporate a little bit. Alright, let's try it again. A little more solder. Now, as I was saying, you can tell when you get solder on it because you actually see the pins changing colors. They turn a nice, shiny silver. As you can see, I think I've been lucky so far and haven't had any bridges on this, but yet I can see that I am having success. Forgive me, I'm a little jittery tonight, but if you don't have this fine a solder, you can probably use bigger solder. You just gotta be very careful. I mean, I don't even hardly see the solder on my pencil. If you can see it real clear, that's a problem. That's when you get bridges. It's a pain in the butt to clean. Always keep your pencil nice and clean. If it starts to discolor, turn black or dark, clean it. Okay, I think I got a bridge here. Let's see if I can move my magnifying glass. So I'm stopping. And I am just going to take a bit of solder wick, hold it right there on the bridge, and clean it up. Now, of course, I will have to go back over that spot to add some more solder. Okay, I think I may have it. More solder. A little more solder. Alright, got another bridge. Just keep going, you'll get it. Clean up the bridge. I'm looking for it to be nice and shiny all the way around. Maybe a little more flux just to clean it up. Okay, inside's not looking too bad. Okay, I think we have this side. And I'm going to go for the other side. Just a little history behind this board. I bought it from eBay. Full brick. Luckily it was boot 2 compatible. So I was able to inject boot 2 into it. And now I'm of course in the process of refitting the NAND. Okay, let's move on to the other side. You notice how fast I'm going with this swipe. If you go too slow, you'll bridge. And that's where you get in trouble, like I said. I got a bridge right there now. So I'm immediately stopping. And I got a couple of them, and I'm going to clean it. Clean. Now you notice these little, I think they're actually capacitors. Watch out for them. You remove them by accident, you lose them, they're gone. Okay. Bridges are clean. Here's the sizzle as I'm cleaning my pencil. Again, do that often. You don't want any buildup of gunk or solder on your pencil. And the bridge. Yep. So I'm stopping immediately and clean it. Hope my ball head's not getting in the way. We'll find out when I play back the video, I guess. You see some. That might just be it, fellas. And gals, of course. Excuse me. I've got to stop while I'm ahead. Got a little crude little setup I have here. But let's just turn it on and see what happens. Ooh, flash as one, starts spinning up. There goes a second flash. And what do you know? See boot 2 with multi-mod manager. We're in like Flynn.